Today is Tuesday. It is May 15th. It is the Rundown. It is brought to you by Movement Watches and these new hot, fresh sweatshirts.
Oh, yeah.
Which are cooking.
Just in time for summer.
Flying up the shelves. They're a little bit lighter, so yeah, I know it's summer, but you can wear them.
They're nice.
People don't give a shit. Cool. They're buying them. Yeah. It's a pre-sale, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's just that it's going to take a little bit longer to ship because we just put them into
perfect.
Production. So yeah.
It's like Big Baller brand. You get them by Thanksgiving.
It is. You get. They'll show up in the Lonzo shoes.
You get them in time for the seasons to change.
And let me tell you something. Summer nights, Nantucket, cool. You need a sweatshirt. So
100%.
Get involved. This sweatshirt's the fastest moving, high price item we've ever had. And for us, high price, $60. I'm looking. We're going to be sold out of those, even though it's a pre-order. We can't sell out today. If you don't buy them today or tomorrow, don't cry to me or Kevin. It's Kevin's.
They got it in black and white too. Black
Do you
shirt.
think sweatshirt and shorts is an okay look?
Yes.
That's my favorite summer look.
Yeah. Absolutely.
When, like you said, the nighttime.
Yeah, nighttime's yeah, it's cool. Don't sleep on nighttime cold.
Right.
You know, if in rich people places on the water.
The sun goes down.
You
drape it. Property.
Yeah. While the sun's going down, you maybe have it draped over your neck. Then you switch it.
Oh sure.
That's. I mean, if you're stuck in the city, if you're landlocked, maybe wait till.
If you're that one guy, what's the guy's name on Boston radio who warms his feet?
Oh, Felger.
Yeah, you could use it as a feet warmer.
He wears the
hottest foot warmer on the market.
Shout out Mike Felger wearing napkins.
The funniest picture of all time.
That is a weird picture.
Soft as tissue paper. It's also brought to you by Movement Watches. MVMTwatches.com/rundown. You get 15% off, free shipping and returns. Movement watches start at $95. If you look at it, you're like, this watch costs $400, $500. Wrong. Join the movement. You get it for $95. You use this code, 15% off, free shipping, returns. Again, Movement Watches. Click on the link below. I highly recommend that. Throw a watch on with a sweatshirt. You'll be really.
I got my shades too. They've
shades
everywhere. They came in the mail the other day, and they're dope.
So do that. Movement Watches. All right, guys. So
have you noogied today yet, or are we doing that?
I did.
Oh, you did.
I noogied.
Look, he's got a Band-Aid on. He noogied so hard he's injured.
I had a hard time sleeping last night. My finger's fucked. I drilled oil in Nate's head.
But you've noogied today already.
With my opposite hand light. I needed an easy day because I didn't actually want to provoke that guy because he starts saying such rude shit that I have to noogie him to death. Right. And then I end up.
He almost paints you into a corner. Where if you're going to say this, I got to.
He's like, he's saying, what he did yesterday, he gave me no choice but to noogie him to death.
So your skin came off.
He literally developed a blister and then popped the blister all in one noogie.
My finger is fucked.
Also, his head is in bad shape.
Yeah.
He's got
But that literally, he has nobody to blame.
No, of course not.
It wasn't anything. His hat, he had the Jay Hammy picture on there waiting. Like, what did he want me to do? And then he wouldn't shut up. Like, just be quiet. I'll stop noogieing you, you freak head. His head is so fucking hot. His head broke my finger. So I gave him an Oppo Noogie Lite, and I'd actually like to talk to this crazy son of a bitch and try to get a resolution, because I actually don't like noogie him, but he gives me no choice.
With the after show. You gonna talk to him on the after show?
I was gonna do something. It's like, no, because he'll come in and he'll provoke me to, and then all my fingers are gonna be broken.
But here's the thing, you can't lessen the punishment.
No, I need a punishment that I'm more comfortable with. He's gonna do something.
Let's do the after show. Let's get this resolved.
Flies around in your hair right now.
There's been flies everywhere in this office.
On your ear right now.
And I want it to be known that none of it has come from my pile. Getting out in front of that story.
The dirty aquarium pile is number one on the list right now.
Aquariums are known infestation.
The flies started when we had a party here, and there was just spilling of everything, and no one cleaned it up. Fruit flies.
That sounds like a office manager Brett issue.
Not a pile issue.
Moving on.
Keep that out.
The frogs would eat the flies if they went to your pile. So
this is one of those stories that I know is going to spiral against me, so I got to keep hammering it that it's not the pile.
And just once fruit flies start, they're there for life.
There might now be some fruit flies around my pile, but that's not where they're nesting.
Celtics, Cavs, 7-game series. Celtics won.
Well, it's probably a 5-game series.
No, are you saying?
Yeah. No, I'm saying it'll probably be maybe 5 games.
I wasn't giving my prediction. I'm just saying I'm back in the mix. It's a lot. I mean, Celtics look pretty good. Kelly Olynyk went bananas, just absolutely bananas. And now we got Braun. The only thing I'm going to say, and I get it, even in my rants, I know how good I think he's playing the best he's ever played.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this isn't like it's a good Celtics team. It's not a great Celtics team. No. So do I expect them to win? No, it's what I said. We got a chip in a chair. Like, that's all you can really ask for. I will say, R.I.P. Big Daddy Smooth.
Yeah,
one of the all-time Boston legends.
You got some juju flowing
Yup.
Yeah.
Yup. If I know this guy, like, that's all he's doing right now.
They got to hologram him in for one of the games.
And he's like pushing people out of the way in heaven, being like, what do I got to do to like
watch
get
this
involved?
game?
Daddy Smooth might have like sacrificed himself for all we know.
Like if
he's
someone
doing this
gave
one
him
for the
that,
seas.
so that has given me a little confidence. I don't know. Crazier things can happen. We steal game one. I don't know.
I think you will still. I could see you stealing game one. And
he
then
gave us home court. He gave us home court.
And here's the nice thing for where you're at. No one in the world expects.
Even deep down, I don't.
Right. So if you could somehow pull it off, it's like that's one of the worst losses for LeBron ever.
And it reinvigorates, like, aha, I'm back on top of you. The one thing I would say, here's a question. Here's the one.
Erases all the other beatdown.
Dave
back
Portnoy
on top.
Back on top of LeBron.
It's just like the WWF champion. Whoever has
wins most recent.
You have the belt. Would you rather, this question came up, lose in 7 or get swept, if you're me?
If you're going to lose, I think you get swept. I mean, the 7 would be a heartbreaker.
I said get swept.
I'd say 7 because of the storyline of a 7-game series, because that means you had 3 nights.
But the 7th night will ruin me.
But okay,
and that will be at Boston. So at that point, if we go to 7, I think we're winning.
To win. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So and to lose in that fashion to this guy again, I don't know if I come back from that.
So it's guaranteed you lose in 7 or guaranteed you get swept?
Yeah. You're going to lose anyway. Just get it over with.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like, I know if we go to Game 7, that means we've won 3 times. We're at home. I think we're winning.
There.
Yeah.
But, okay, all right, so I'm going to play devil's advocate for you here. If you went to 7 and you lost in 7, that means there's at least 3 nights where we get vintage Dave staying up for the LeBron press conference
maybe you make
and
some
dissecting
t-shirts,
every word
and
just fucking sitting there.
It's good
and you're going to be noodle the next day, but it's the good noodle. It's not party noodle. It's I've been on LeBron's ass noodle.
I have
it's cheesy. It's pistachios.
Yeah,
it's pirate booty.
You know what I have right now?
That's for you.
I have
3 bagels.
I noogied Nate too hard in the fucking head.
You got a noogie noodle?
Because I couldn't sleep. This thing killed. I literally, I had a hard time sleeping. I was so mad at Nate.
There's blood all over your pillow.
Blood.
Right?
There was. There was blood all over my bed. It wouldn't stop fucking bleeding. That little kid has a freak fucking head. I don't know how I got hurt more.
It's hard. Hard head.
In multiple ways. He's a hard-headed motherfucker. He's like, why are you noogieing me? As he like just goes bananas talking trash.
He said things to you that I wouldn't even say to you.
He's
and
crazy.
I say whatever I want to.
He says he's literally a spider monkey. I mean, there's no other way. He's like Dracula. He turns into like a spider monkey and then back into Nate. Like, he was very cordial this morning. Like, can we take a day off of the noogies? Like, did you black out on what you did yesterday, Nate?
SVP was here. Everyone watched the pizza review that you did with him because he came in here and was like, I went pretty hard at Dave with the pizza review. I was like, oh, no, Scott. There's a new normal around here.
Yeah.
Nate was talking about his fucking Nantucket house.
Yeah, that
like
was
there
bad.
was shit said that you now like you were nice to him probably.
Yeah. I think Nate's gonna end up regretting a lot of what he does because I may not. It's almost like Michael Scott, like the Crentist, when he's like, oh, I'm not gonna fire him, but like he's gonna make life like.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I've said this to Nate. I mean, He's out there. Like this is.
He's a spider monkey.
This is content.
He's the noogie man. He should
Where
embrace
is our
this.
goddamn fucking
birdcage? Right?
Birdcage.
Yeah, I think that's gone.
Where is that? Because he should be living in that right now. Anyways, I wouldn't want to go 7. I think that would ruin me. And by the way, Nate, though, as close as he gets, he could have really used a Washington victory last night.
0-15 is insane.
If the Wizards beat the Celtics last night, he completes quite the day. But it just went back to normal. We have this Zimbabwe pastor. So he's proven people pray, believe. He says he's going to walk on this water called like Crocodile Lake or something to prove that if you pray, everything works out. He walks and is promptly drowns and is eaten by the crocodiles. A couple of his congregation, quite, I guess, makes sense. They were confused. They're like,
still baffled.
Yeah, like he prayed, but then we saw him get eaten by all the crocodiles, so I don't know what happened. What do you got on this crocodile pastor who said he will prove his faith by walking across Crocodile Lake unscathed, quickly eaten and drowned.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like these people still kind of believe. That's what's wild.
They seem confused.
They're confused, but the fact that they're not like, well, this is obviously not a real thing because he got eaten by the crocodiles. So it's next man up. You have another shaman come up and say he's praying, and they'll believe him too.
The story.
What more proof do you need?
The story here is we need a GoFundMe to get as many smartphones to Zimbabwe and all these places. We need video of these things. This needed to be videotaped. It's 2017. We need video. I don't know how we get it, but let's figure that out as like a world.
I thought you were going somewhere else with it, which I actually agreed. I respect this guy. Like, there's a lot of people who talk the talk and don't walk the walk.
He put his money where his mouth is. But you gotta show up.
Well, he showed up. He got eaten.
I'm
not gonna make fun of this guy.
You gotta get the job done. Let me say
Go out swinging.
A lot of times, this happens occasionally. Like, there's rattlesnake preachers. Like, I can do it, and then they get bit and they die. I always respect the hell out of that. I don't like the guys who talk like, I can do this, I can do that. Vaguely reminds me, didn't somebody? It's a different story. One of my all-time favorite stories. The person who said they were going to climb the Alps for some stupid diabetes.
Oh, the vegetarian woman.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not going to eat anything.
I'm going to prove vegans can do anything.
Yes.
So I'm going to climb Mount Everest or whatever to prove vegans are just as good as meat people. Died.
Dead. Of malnourishment because she didn't eat the right food.
I love that. I'll never make fun of it. I'll laugh at it, but I'm not making fun of the person. You put your ass in the line, you put your money where your mouth is, and you die. I have no problem with that.
Tip of the cap.
That's what we have the problem with all the people who do those swimming expeditions.
Right.
Because
the boat next
they
to
always
it.
get rescued.
Right. If you got to die out on the field.
Agreed. We're all in agreement there. Nashville Predators national anthem singer is upset because, and they do this, the Predators are making it further, I think it's 1-1 in their series, and they are replacing him now as the national anthem singer. With Carrie Underwood, I think she dates somebody, or married to, but it's other country stars, and it is Nashville. I agree with this guy. It's like,
I'm with this guy 100%.
It's you sing every fucking game for seasons and seasons, and then you get to the show, they replace you. I'd be pissed too.
Same thing as play-by-play broadcasts, when you have your hometown guys, and then you got to give it to the national broadcast.
No, that's a little different. They have no choice in that, I feel like.
Yes, but my point being that there are guys who bleed and sweat with the team the whole time, and then get replaced when the big lights are on. The flip side is that I feel like hockey needs all the attention and popularity it can get.
Well, isn't this kind of on this guy for not being memorable enough that they can't replace him? Like in Chicago, they wouldn't replace Jim Cornelison.
I'm almost
you
positive.
have to be
but
so
it sounds
good.
like this guy is that guy today.
But is he good? Is he good enough? I
think Rene Rancourt got replaced.
Did he?
Got the boot.
I think he did. Hey, Feidelberg, is that true? Is he not even there?
I have no problem with Nashville doing it because, like we said, you need your stars, especially in country
town,
music. But just I don't know. He probably got to be a little bit better.
I think
a little bit more memorable.
Yeah. I think they're just going big names. I think Rancourt did get replaced. I think.
Isn't this also why God Bless America exists?
You sing the second song, right?
You just have someone do God Bless America, and then he keeps the anthem.
I would understand more if Carrie Underwood time to time did it just because she's married to a guy on the team. But if she hasn't done it all regular season,
I'm pretty sure she did it in the first round once.
Really?
Yeah, against the Blackhawks. So I'm pretty sure she's in the mix.
What she should do if she's smart is give it back to this dude. That'd be good PR for her.
How about do a duet?
What did she care? Or a duet, something like that. It's
do a duet and just have his mic cut off.
Yeah.
Just make him a special needs guy. Hey, look, you're out here doing it. It's a fake mic.
Make a wish.
A fucking blow up mic.
Mr. Bajukas in elementary school made me lip sing graduation because I sang so bad. Shout out Mr. Bajukas. Male rompers are in the news. So there's a new thing.
Sexy as fuck.
I saw them. I don't hate them. I think they actually look better than maybe a female romper, to be totally honest.
I'm not on the rompers at all for chicks. I think
No,
very unflattering look.
Hot chicks wear rompers and they don't look right.
Correct, 100%.
They're the worst look.
They don't make your ass look good. They don't fit right. It's not flattering at all.
It's just, and it's baggy. It's just
baggy in the wrong places, tight in the wrong places.
Yeah.
What do you think of the male romper?
I think I'm gonna fuck with it.
I think as an office, we need to have Feidelberg needs to be the first in the romper because he's doing it unironically.
Right.
Everyone else can romp afterwards, but Feidelberg needs a day or two.
I want to romp, I think.
But there's a
Feidelberg
would wear this whether he was a Barstool employee or not.
Whether this
You know
was
what I
even
mean?
a trend, like
So
you might
we
have just-
shouldn't
You might have
undercut.
started this trend if you give him another month.
Right, we're gonna wear it as a joke. I'm gonna look like a big fucking baby. Like I'm like baby Huey. Remember that duck? That's what I'm gonna look like in the romper. But Feidelberg needs the first crack at it.
I think
problem
he's
is
gonna
the-
go like unbuttoned almost.
There's a
all
lot of
the-
zip. They do like down to your belly button.
Like you gotta let the chest hair flow.
Nothing
problem is
about
the
my
man
body
thighs.
works for a
No.
romper.
The thighs is
Yeah,
the issue.
but
When
that's
you have
just
like cream cheese white thighs and they're like hairy or gross. That's not a good look.
it's gonna look good on like guys who are in like good, not this office.
Models.
Yeah,
Model.
right,
It's a
right.
classic model trick.
know
Like,
who's
oh,
There's
look at
not
these
many
guys.
trendy things with your body type that will ever look good.
This is
A
what looks
Hawaiian
good.
shirt.
Right. this
Hawaiian
is-
shirt.
I'm wearing this
Sweater
for a
down.
reason. This
Yeah.
is just about
I
it.
need to see Nate in a man romper. I need to see Octagon Bob in a man romper.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We
Octagon
have,
Bob.
Octagon Bob.
that's what
And
I'm saying. We have a
and I
romper
do
day.
think we need to see my man DeClembe in a romper.
That was a
He's
hard
shaking
no.
his
That was
head.
a hard no.
This story is wild. James Harden supposedly
This-
upset at Moses Malone Jr. that Moses Malone Jr. tweeted or made fun of a basketball camp that he was running and charging kids $250. So James Harden orchestrated him to get the fuck beaten out of him at a strip club, put him in the hospital. Moses Malone Jr. is now suing. I told you I'd give my instant take on this. And I Googled it. I was like, is Moses Malone Sr. alive or dead? He's dead. I don't think anybody does this.
damn.
Moses Malone is alive. Moses Malone.
You don't fuck with the Malones.
Moses Malone will come kill you. I don't care how old that is. Moses Malone is probably rolling around because I don't know how big Moses Malone Jr. is, but Moses Malone, you don't orchestrate any Malones getting beaten up. So that was my whole take. And James Harden, I don't know what to make of this guy.
I'm starting to think James Harden is a pretty big chump.
James Harden
He
had.
may come beat you up now for that.
It's so.
He'll
It's,
orchestrate it.
it's-
That's all.
yeah.
You know,
Well, you
that's
can't do
almost
it
a chump
yourself.
move.
it's so funny too how James Harden had this year where everyone kind of forgot that James Harden was a chump.
Yeah.
And then Game 6 and this, and it's like back to Chumpville.
the Adidas
City.
move he did
Yeah.
was the all-time chump move. when
Dating
he signed that one-
Kardashians, getting fat in the
$100 million
offseason.
contract. He wore Nikes the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going
Like,
to the
and his-
club
it's
after
just-
Game
yeah.
6.
He's a big chump.
Back to Chumpville. He had a nice 6 months where everyone was like, "Wow, James Harden, not chump."
He's
And
such a
also-
chump. He's such a chump. I don't even know. I don't think he orchestrated a robbery. I don't think this story is
But if
real.
you are, it is a chump move though. If you're going to orchestrate a robbery, so you don't want to be part of it. You're going to orchestrate a guy getting beat up. I don't think you're supposed to yell at him like James Harden said hello. Like that.
Yeah, James Harden's mad at your Facebook post.
Yeah, that's essentially how we found out it was him.
we didn't charge
Yeah.
children at the camp, all right?
Yeah,
right, like,
it's
what
like
the
he
hell?
looked like his calling card.
Right.
Like so, why not just do it
The
yourself?
whole thing just seems very it seems like it should be a bigger deal if this is actually real,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's
This is a
true.
pretty. I
It
think
does.
he's, I think he's
I mean,
like
Sports
suing
Illustrated
for, like,
reported it,
Was it
didn't
like
it?
a big report? Because it just
Yeah.
seems to me like it would be a bigger deal if there was an NBA probable MVP orchestrating hits on ex-NBA legends' sons.
Bad.
What?
Keep James Harden's name off your Facebook wall.
Yeah.
That's the lesson here.
And speaking of reverse, guys who have gone from respected to chump, from chump to respected, A-Rod Corp.
Big
hit the
day.
big time,
Big
so
W.
they got announced they're going to be
Big
on Shark
W for
Tank.
him.
He's gonna be on Shark Tank.
Amazing.
I'm so
Amazing.
excited.
What do we know when that airs?
We don't, but it's gonna be must watch.
To say the least.
Yes.
Like
I
A-Rod
hope-
Corp-
I hope it's some like weird, obscure product or service too. I can't wait to watch A-Rod try to actually speak about it.
It's
I
one of
can't-
those
yeah.
things. It's never gonna live up to the hype because in my brain, A-Rod's just gonna be like buying people for more than asking price and being like, "Oh, you want that? Oh, okay, I'll give you more."
The amount of like fake smiles and
Negotiating
weird,
against
it's
himself,
gonna be the
like I
best.
want that
I
A-Rod.
can kind of see him like they're giving their presentation and him become like fixated on something that has nothing to do with it.
Yes.
Like, can you tell me about that that
Yeah.
white dot?
Right. What
on
about that
poster?
pen? That pen
you're
right there looks like I could sign some balls with.
Right, and like not being able to get off it. But A-Rod Corp will be fascinating stuff.
I hope he gets Cuban. That would be great if he somehow gets Cuban mad. I need A-Rod Corp.
He
versus
kind of
Cuban.
dresses exactly like Mr. Wonderful too.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have the black suit with the black
Big
tie.
cuffs.
Yeah,
Like
so-
A-Rod's got outrageously big cuffs.
I'd love to know how that
the
conversation
worst.
came about. Like A-Rod, what are they going to say, by the way, when they're like, oh, he invested and did this? Like A-Rod Corp runs A-Rod Corp.
Yeah.
He signs a couple baseballs a day and runs like a multimedia.
Manages his inbox.
Honestly, what are they going to say when they're going through, like, when they do the guests, they're like people who've done pretty fucking substantial things.
Someone tweeted me that was like, he actually like invests in a bunch of companies in Florida, and I was like, I will have none of this.
No,
Shut up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about him being an actual businessman. Okay?
Right. A-Rod Corp signs baseballs, has meetings with his 2 like teenage daughters,
and
manages his inbox at 1 a.m.
Yeah, like major meetings on like what's for dinner. All right.
I fucking love A-Rod Corp.
So that is the rundown. The post show.
Let's resolve it.
So, I mean,
Nate Dogg.
you can't, listen, just from a business point of view, you can't soften this punishment.
No, I agree.
Nasty Nate.
That is not a good look.
I'm not going to soften it, but
I'm
I don't
almost-
like
you
doing
also-
it.
Yeah, that's
Like-
surprising.
You gotta solve this, Nate.
I know that's not good. Maybe you need to get like use Bob's like fucking.
Oh no,
octagon.
I tried on Bob's. This finger's out till the end of summer. So now I'm gonna have
Sneaky, smart move by him. He just basically makes so you don't have hands anymore.
Oh, this
I
is good
don't
because
know.
Nate has his patented brown hoodie on.
Yeah.
The what can Brown do for you is always electric.
All right. So Nate.
Hello, Dave.
All right, so Nate, how about this, Nate? Well, I think we open it up to him. Dave clearly does not really want this punishment to continue. Why don't you offer
But
something up here?
you've given me no choice. You backed me in the corner with your total disobedience.
Why don't you offer something up?
Yeah,
It's
yesterday
like a buyout of sorts. Offer in terms.
we had a discussion about having a
It
discussion.
wasn't really after.
Yeah. A discussion
Yes.
about having a discussion
Yeah, we
about
did.
a negotiation
Right.
of changing of the
the terms.
yes.
Yeah,
So I think
right.
that's a conversation we.
Yeah,
couldn't
we gotta have it.
Right.
Why don't we have it?
I mean, it's
Right
content.
Right.
What's the
I
odds?
don't know.
Film
I
it no
haven't-
matter what. I mean,
want
I was
what?
gonna maybe take you into the boardroom. The thing is, I can't. It's got to be something. Like you do, and even if you're like, oh, you didn't do it hard, you're still not even in this office. Never mind me. You're probably not supposed to like noogie anybody unless you're like a signed agreement to fight, like what Tex does. You should probably keep your hands to yourself as like a general rule.
Right.
It's like a
and
human
I
life.
apologize.
Right.
So.
But that doesn't just fix it. You
What
have
about
to-
Salad Boy?
Sometimes apologies do fix stuff. When you're
no.
like, yeah, I shouldn't. I mean, do they not? Like in life, they do. Like that's the point of an apology.
Retribution fix stuff.
Nah, no.
Oh, see, this is where he gets.
I know,
going.
and I don't want to have. I already noogied him today.
I'm just
I
saying,
give him
do
a
you,
light one
do you
because he
disagree
broke my
that
finger.
an apology is the point of an apology is like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, my bad.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean like it's
Like you
fixed.
can't just go to the judge in court and be like, I'm sorry. And he's
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay,
all
you don't get a
done.
punishment.
Okay, I didn't like run over Dave, so that's not a good comparison.
What?
Like, I didn't do anything to warrant a judge.
You figuratively
you
castrated
didn't break the law, Nate. I understand. You noogied the boss with hair plugs. That's almost borderline murder. Let's just call it like it is.
Do you think like is your head injured by the way from yesterday?
It's a little bloody.
I see.
Yeah, that's not good. Why don't you show
It's
the
a little blood.
show the?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
I mean, I don't know
That's-
how you hung in there. Like I
was
literally,
tough.
That was
I learned
adrenaline.
from
I
you
went to
Dave.
my bone.
How sad? Is this sadder than losing your house or not? I can't tell. I really can't tell. It could be.
Yeah. He was just sitting there
That's
chirping
really-
you, and he did not feel any pain.
That's really what this comes down to. You want to change the terms because you know his head can outlast your
He's got
fingers.
some sort of freak
Can you show your
alien
knuckle?
head.
Can you take that off?
His head can
It's
outlast
already on
those
there from
fingers.
yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I
We had
haven't
the
seen
footage. It's brutal. It was fucking brutal. It's still bleeding last night.
So you know what? I think Nate is gonna beat you at the noogie.
Yeah.
See, this is what they do.
No. What?
They're doing it
No,
again.
I don't.
They're
love
doing it
the
again.
noogie. I-
Right in front of our
Facts.
eyes.
I just shouted you out as
The
you.
facts
you're
are-
gonna win the noogie war with that
Yeah.
melon of yours.
We're
Facts
trying
are
to
your
reach
head-
a mutual agreement, not trying to turn on
That's
each other
what you
again.
guys are doing. I have a
want
different
to
agenda.
find something that I
Right.
don't hate doing that punishes you and teaches you a lesson.
Maybe just like punch him in the stomach or something.
We'll come up with we'll
Once
have
a
a
day.
discussion.
Okay.
But I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yesterday
Oh,
you
okay,
gave
no,
me
this is
no
good.
choice. You
Indian
know that.
skin
You
burn.
came in here just slinging and
Wet
throwing.
Willies.
We'll do the
What about a
Indian,
wet willy?
Do the Indian skin burn.
What about a wet willy?
That's a good one because it's
I'm gonna
similar
give it
to the
some thought.
noogie pain.
But I mean, you created yesterday's situation. You left me no choice.
I left you no choice.
You backed me in a corner saying
Right.
vile things.
It was a war of my bald head against your knuckle.
No, but I
and-
mean, even I wasn't planning on noogieing you that hard till it's like you wouldn't shut up.
There was a lot that I said. That
I have to admit,
Did you
though,
even? I feel like you blacked out and didn't even realize what you said.
It was a very Will
We were
Ferrell
talking girlfriends, we were
situation.
talking
where-
marital
yeah.
He's a
situations, we were
spider
talking-
fucking monkey.
his tweet last night was fantastic when he said, as a long fan of yours, I'm sad. It's sad to see how low you stooped.
I've always been a Dave
I
guy.
was laughing so hard
I
at that.
know.
I've always been a Dave
I mean,
Portnoy guy.
people are like, you should be fired. I don't fire people unless they really, but you're getting close. I mean, I will say that. Yeah, we gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out. Anything else post show? We'll have a sit down. We'll film it. We gotta come up with something. You gotta pay the price, but it's gotta be something that's like I don't lose my fingers and don't lose. Like I lost sleep because of your fucking head last night. How insane
This is
that? The thing was
great.
throbbing.
See, Nate, this is why you should stay strong and be like, don't worry,
Yeah.
you can just keep noogieing me.
He doesn't want to do that.
Right,
No,
but that's
because
you backed
my
him in a
finger
corner.
fell
the
off.
upper hand. You should be like, no, but deal's a deal.
Your head is stronger than his
You
Since
become
when
like
does
the
that- will
Incredible
that
Hulk.
ever
When you
work,
turn into Spider Monkey, it's like, I don't even know that you feel. No, you just go to a different planet.
It is.
It's like David
transform.
Banner.
It
It's like,
is true. You
transform.
do
It's the
black
I was
out.
knuckle out like as hard as I could, drilling for oil in your head, and you were just sitting there. Your 19-year-old girlfriend. You don't have a house, and this, and that. It's like with no
My
like.
favorite was, I own you. You're in my back pocket. As he's like shaking.
As he was
Static,
hurting
I own
Dave.
you.
All I said was just be quiet for 5 fucking seconds. And it'll
But
stop.
that's the way it worked. Like the more you said that, the more I was like, well, now I have to keep going.
Yeah, and
And
you
then
did.
Spider-Man.
And
Yeah.
now my finger broke, so congratulations.
He's like drunk Homer fighting.
It is. The
Keep
Southern
breaking
dandy.
chairs over his
That's
head.
what it is, the Southern dandy. He just sits there, you can't knock him out. All right. All right.
Oh, man.
That's the rundown.